Greetings friends, and welcome to Berke Creations podcast. My name is Jofi, and this is my knitting podcast from Transylvania. I am very happy today to present you this little episode from the ancient forest close to our homestead. And today I'd like to express my gratitude and my thankfulness for everybody who made possible this channel to reach and go beyond 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so very much. So because of that, I'd love to say a few words about myself. My name is Jofi, which comes from Sophie, so that's fine if you use Sophie. And I am a Hungarian, born and living in Transylvania. I learned knitting in school and from my grandma, from my mom. I think by that time when I was a kid in school I already did pretty elaborate projects, but as many of you know, we sometimes forget about knitting and we just go on with our lives. And at one point in time knitting finds you, and it's kind of like it never left me since. In the last almost 3 years I knitted every day while I am taking care of my son, who is 2 years old now. So, and also we as a family, we are pursuing life or living on a homestead. So if you are returning newer, you know that we are almost ready to move into our house next to the forest, close to the forest. This forest is like just 10 minutes away, and it's very peaceful and very old, you can see, and full of life and full of mushrooms. My partner is collecting mushrooms, trying to find some mushrooms while I am recording. So, and besides that, besides the knitting, I discovered that I am absolutely in love with gardening, and I need this connection to nature, to Mother Nature I call it, and it kind of charges me, recharges me, and gives me a purpose. I struggled with depression and all these crafts and all this carefully paying attention and slow life really helps me out. And Vera, a lovely viewer, asked me how do I do, like genuinely curious about my feelings and my place in life at this moment. And thank you so much, Vera, for your question. So I do really good right now, and as I said, being creative and crafting, like creating a garment or creating a garden or creating a vegetable garden, food for our family, it's kind of like really gives so much meaning to my life and a purpose. And I just love this setting. I lived in a big city, and it kind of drained me after a while. So I am very happy to be where I am at the moment. Maybe I said already that. And but in the meantime, it's so much work. It's so busy, and it's kind of like two-sided. It's sweet and it's lovely, but it's like super stressful. It's like both. And I hope after the house is done and after the gardens are settled and after I get more experience and knowledge with all these new things to me, all this homesteading life, things will run a little bit more smoothly. So at the moment it's pretty hectic and pretty much to do and pretty stressful, and I try to have this moment like what I have right now with you guys, this moment to unwind to relax. I have that each night with my knitting, but in the daytime, in nature, in a forest, it's so amazing. It's so much needed. And happy solstice. So this is my quiet solstice and my meditation at this special moment in time in this year. And yeah, thank you so much for being here for it. So after this long introduction, I will share with you 3 finished objects. So you know guys, I love Sari Nordlund's designs, and I tested for her a few patterns before, and now I signed up for 2 new patterns, summer tops that I finished, and I can show them to you. And one of them is what I'm wearing. It's the Irene top, it's called, and I made a version in wool and a little bit more fluffy alpaca wool blend yarn, and it's not too warm at this time of year. It's been such a cold and rainy summer, so up until now it was just perfect. And this is the first ever kind of vest in my life. Like, I love to knit garments mostly, and I love to test knit, but this is the first time that I have something sleeveless, and I feel that it's so useful, and I really love to wear it. And I use this one just much more than a long sleeve garment or a t-shirt. It's I think it's a lovely wear with a normal shirt or with a t-shirt. Yeah, it's great. So Irene top is coming soon, and I don't put so much emphasis on yarns, because I often get my yarn from second-hand shops or from other people destashing. So I yeah, often don't have the tags, and what can I say, I use what I can find. So I try to stand up and show you a little bit of details. Like, for example, yeah, the main detail is this feature around the bust. I don't know why my stitches got wonky a little bit, probably because my knitting is continental with a combination method, so all my stitches are mounted differently on my needles, and sometimes this creates confusion where our SSKs and knit together. But I learned how to manage those and how to do the right leaning stitches, but still they got a little bit wonkier. Yeah. So if you want to know more about my knitting style, I do have videos about it. Usually my chat and knit uploads are more about my life or about what I'm thinking about. I have this about the knitting. I can link them down below, and actually I like to link everything down below. Also my gardening channel and my homesteading channel, because I do have that also separately. So, and the other lovely detail is what I really love to use for the neckline and also armholes. You just pick up one round, and the next round you bind off, and bind off in pearl. And I love the finished look of it. I did some changes, because this one should have like a rib hem, but I skipped that and did a split hem instead. Yeah, and I applied the same technique as used on the neckline for the finishing. So I did no ribbing, only just a split knitting, and I used up all my yarn and the split hem. So yeah, this is the first finished object, and it's super useful. And I don't know why I don't have more sleeveless vests or sleeveless tops in my life, because they are really practical. Like, you don't get too hot, but you will definitely not get cold. So, and the other one, it's not that great, but I'll show you anyway. So this one is also for Sari Nordlund, and this one the Irene top. And I mean, the pattern is great and it's lovely. Her version is lovely, but my version is not that great. My scheme of using up this same weight and same style of yarns leftovers to have this variation in color, stripes, I think doesn't look that amazing. Like Sari's version in the kind of khaki or grayish color, I think yeah, suits this pattern much better. But I am very keen on knitting now garments that are useful for me, for my lifestyle, because I knitted so many things that are absolutely not practical in digging my soil in the garden, in having the messy toddler around, going in the forest, foraging, doing really physically heavy stuff many times and messy things. So it's these I don't mind to use for that, and I think this one gonna be also great for when the weather gets warmer. You see, it has this lovely lace bubble pattern on the front. It's really cute with the straps. I changed something, like again on the hemline. I'm kind of bored of ribbing, so I used for this one linen stitch as the finish, because linen stitch would absolutely not curl up at all. And I like the yarn, the feel of the yarn, because it has linen. Lovely shawl, and it's gonna be, I think, super cozy for later on. Actually, it's getting chilly here. I'm afraid the rain is coming soon. This is it. So I'm gonna show you now 2 new cast-ons, and probably one of them you've been waiting for a while now. Because I had like so much pondering on the Ranunculus, if I should cast on one. Why should I do that? Everybody does that, and maybe I should find out why. And I just did cast on one Ranunculus, and matter of fact, in my garden it's the first time that I'm growing the flowers, the Ranunculus flower or buttercup, and I am so proud of them, and they bring me so much joy. And the first bud that ever popped up, it was actually yellow. So, and I was saying, like, this is also a sign to cast on a yellow Ranunculus, and also other fellow lovely podcasters have yellow Ranunculuses. So I am I don't know, I am stepping out of my comfort zone, because I don't think I have one garment that is yellow in my life. I don't really think that I have like a super yellow garment. And then a curious thing happened. Like, I ordered some sport shoes online, and I wanted this dusty pink color, pink toned one, and I ordered those, and they sent me yellow, like really striking, sunny, crazy, shiny yellow shoes. And I actually did not send them back, and I said, okay, then this is what it is, I'm gonna keep them, and they will go perfectly with my yellow Ranunculus. This is how much I got at the moment. It has short throw shaping on the back, and it has also on the front, and I never did that before, to have short throw shaping on the front. So but I checked the pictures, and I think it will be okay. And I really want this one to be something lofty and cozy and oversized. So the yarn I'm using is a mohair, and it's not that soft. This kind of mohair, I think it's from old goats or different breed of goat, but they don't feel as soft as kids silk mohair or yeah, those kind of stuff. And oh yeah, I also got a little progress keeper. I just applied it now because I want you guys to see next time where is my progress. Yeah, here is it. Yeah, so this stitch marker I made myself. It's a little leaf and I did a few